Perfect.
Okay, I'm so excited. We're finally back to skincare, and it is summer. I don't know about, I mean, I know in the winter months, we all have like skin issues because the heaters are on and it's drying out. But I feel like in the summer is really when we start. I mean, first off, we're showing more of our skin. It's not as easy to hide in our sweaters as I'm wearing today. But we have sun exposure. We have all of these things that we have to take into consideration. So I love that this is right here. We're about to jump into summertime, right on the edge, mid-June here. And we're going to get this great skincare class. And our wonderful partner, Miss Diana Webb, from Wellness is Essential, with Diana, is going to lead us through this conversation. And we're getting a really cool sort of preview at the beginning that Diana's going to walk us through, just show and telling some of the tools that she's going to talk about in the class. Is that right, Diana? Sort of like a preview.
Well, just some of the tools that I use on a daily basis just to help people in case you are, you're just wanting to get more like equipped and think about what you might need in your arsenal there to help you. So I just want to show you because I do mention these. I have mentioned these in classes before, and I'm sure people were just like, I don't know what you're talking about. So,
and will you share with us also where we can get them?
Yeah. So I'll share with you also where you can get them. So I will be talking about the Guasha stone and the amethyst roller later. So in the class, so I'm just going to talk about the things that I use to clean my face. Okay. Right. And the different like choices there are. So I found, here's my main thing right here. This is a Konjac sponge, and it's not made of liqueur. It's made of a type of the insides of a seaweed plant that they harvest, and they just take this and they make sponges out of it so that you don't have to hurt any actual living creatures of any kind. And they're able to use the a bunch of the inside, how it has like cellulose inside there to make the different stalks inside of plants. I mean, I know I'm talking to sciencey people, so you do know. So they just harvest it and then they like just when it's put it in a little mold.
Exclamation point.
Yeah. So repeat what you were asking, Vicki, so I can hear you.
I think she was accidentally unmuted.
Oh, okay. So as you can see, it has like a flat side and like a round side. So these things will, like, in between washes in our dry desert state, they'll get like all smushed down, like, and lose all their water and kind of not be smushy like this. Mm-hmm. But they're so soft and gentle on skin, and it just takes a tiny bit of like cleanser, or like a tiny bit, like a teardrop amount on here to really foam up and wash your entire face. And it's super gentle. So this is not going to be anything that's going to like, exfoliate, or like you can use it around your eyes very safely. So I recommend these. I get them from that Grove Collaborative, but I know that like the Natural Grocers place has them at, on the shelf, as well as other beauty places. And so it's called Konjac, Konjac. That's how you spell Konjac. So if you're ordering or looking for that, I know I
totally had it as Konjac, the
right, the like the liqueur. I'm like, I don't know.
And it sounds more like
a strange name.
Yeah, it sounds like Konjac, but yeah, Konjac. So what made you discover those? Like, what is it about it? Did you hear about? I mean, I have never heard of this in my life.
Because you can get them with like what do you call it? For my kids, really, because they're both, they both had like acne issues and stuff, and they were both, needing something gentle on their skin, you know, to use. And so they also make these, this is mine, it's green, but theirs are like dark gray, and they have the charcoal in them. So they have that, they infuse it with like charcoal, which for people who have imbalance in their skin, that's a super gentle way to get that balance back by using items like a sponge that are infused with the charcoal, right? So you don't want to like be like necessarily put on all that black charcoal on your face like often, because it's kind of a process, right? And then you're having to take it off. But it is very beneficial if you get the right, you know, a healthy kind of organic charcoal, and they usually make it from a renewable resource like bamboo. So they're usually very good.
And
Yes,
it's
sorry.
good. The charcoal then also, or even with this one, is it good? Does it rinse clean, meaning so you're not going to have, like when I hear sponge, I always worry about like bacteria buildup or oil building up. So do you just kind of a clean water rinse and it's good to go and fresh?
Yeah,
and...
you rinse it in the shower really well. As I said, don't overdo it with the cleanser, you know, that'll make it last longer. But, you know, they're a renewable resource, so you can buy them. They're not super expensive, and they'll last you like, you know, ours probably in this dry climate will last like 3 months before you have to kind of toss it. And as long as you're taking care of it. But yeah, they do end up, you know, they can, like any sponge, build up, you know,
so you just want to
on them.
When you clean it, you're just rinsing it in hot water in the shower. You're just kind of like squeezing it, rinsing it. Okay.
Yeah, cool. And I haven't heard of people like, you know, trying to like boil them or whatever, but I imagine they would stand up to that. Because they're pretty sturdy. So yeah, like I said, it's just really smushy and just super gentle, just glides over the skin, and is a really gentle tool to use that's not expensive to wash with.
I would think the doTERRA facial products, because of how clean they rinse, would actually be a better choice to use on those, besides like a Dove, which makes a, you know, some you know, products, but they do leave, you know, they intentionally leave moist. You know what I'm talking about, right?
They have that moisture. Yeah, we don't know what that is. That coats you.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. I know, but yeah, I've used the creamy and the like gel cleansers on them, and it's fine. Yeah. I like that. So the Konjac sponge, and like I said, if you want, like they have, as I said, they have other little like infused treatments in them. So look out for that too if you want like charcoal or whatever. So the next thing is this great little guy. And this is a microfiber makeup remover called the makeup eraser. I don't even have to use
just water,
soap with this. Just wet it, and then it cleans off your makeup really well. So it's all fuzzy, like a little fuzzy wuzzy, like one of those minky blankets, you know what I'm talking about? It's just not as stretchy. It's not very stretchy, but my only complaint about these is that if I don't sit there and take like an extra, like I clean my face and like at the end of the day, so it kind of is sitting there in the shower afterwards, because I just drop it there to dry, you know, and so it does kind of get a little bit stained. Yeah. So I have to like wash it in the shower, or you can do like, yes, isn't that silly? But I just foam it up with a little soap and then rinse it, and then I run it through the laundry. And some of these have like because they're little, they come with the little bag to wash it in. Oh. But I mean, I found bad results by like, because if you overpack them in the bag, then they're not moving around and getting clean. So that's just a tip. If you get this is like at Costco or at any drugstore, the makeup eraser thing. And like I said, they work terrific, but keeping them clean, you know, is a whole other issue. But they do, if you scrub them, like you said, in the shower with a little bit of just like a tiny bit of Castile soap or whatever you have as your, you know, gel, shower gel stuff, it cleans right off. Or you could soak them. You could soak these and the other things in like a boiling water, a bowl, and then just like mix them like soup.
That's what I did.
And
with
then,
yeah.
yeah, and then when they cool, if they cool off enough, you just kind of grab them and give them the little foamy scrubby, and then that cleans them as well. So if you want to like save them and kind of, ooh, the foamy, what, tell us, Susan, tell us.
I have a couple of like, you know, similar kind of a things. Norwex makes a makeup removing cloth. And I also have a couple, I got a couple of those little ones. And so, and they do, you know, they get stained because it's makeup, right? Especially with foundation, which is so oily.
Yes.
So I use because it's what I have, you know, at the sink. I use the foaming hand wash and just give it a couple of pumps and scrub it right in there and just kind of, you know, give it a little scrub action and rinse it. And that really helps to cut down on the staining.
Nice.
I know you're not
Very
supposed to have
good.
to like wash them every use, but that's kind of gross to me. So, so I do. I wash them all the time. And then every
Of
once in a while,
course you
I'll throw them in
do.
the
I
bowl of water.
agree. We don't want to add some more goo to our face,
Yeah,
right?
no, that would be gross.
Thank you, Susan. Yeah, so that's the other segue. Here's the little baby Cito. It's dual-sided remover. So if you look at it, it's like half the size of this guy. Makes this guy look really big. But I have like a giant, they come with like a big giant kind of washcloth size too, as well as these do. And I like it, but again, if you use this big giant one, then that needs to be washed, like Susan said. And then you're just like, okay, well, I used it this one time this week, you know?
Right.
So maybe save it for after the play or whatever, or your recital or whatever, your big night, get all that makeup off.
The big,
right, but this guy has like a little fuzzy chamois side, and this comes in like a little pack of, I believe it's 4 or 6 with a little cleansing bag from Norwex. And then he's got like a little scrubby side, which is very, very gentle. But like this is so good at getting off foundation, like Susan said, and like eye makeup and stuff. It takes it right off without, you know, I mean, I think we've all gone through the times when we're like tried to do something and then gotten the stuff we were trying to use to clean our eye in our eye, and how unpleasant that can be. So these are much safer and much better to use. Just use less product and just gently wipe, and it comes off. You're not like getting in there and like, you know, really because that's terrible for your skin. Don't do that. So yeah, so that's the 2 makeup cleaner offers. And then this, it's a little worse for wear, but it's the little mitt that you use to exfoliate your face.
oh,
So this has a really gentle face. It's specifically for face. It's Norwex, and it's got a really soft exfoliating kind of net. You can look at it here. Here's the close up of it. Like it has like these little, but they're soft. They're not like harsh, but they do exfoliate. And you can also use the other like kind of chamois side to exfoliate more gently too, or just wash. So yeah, and then it just like it's a little cool little mitt that you can use, and it's great for the face. And you know, again, you know, just wash very carefully, like Susan said, because you don't want to be reapplying anything that, you know, that you take off. You don't want to like reapply skin to your skin, you know, and get it all scrubbed on there and be like, ugh, you know. So yeah, so just make sure you clean them thoroughly, and they're just really good quality. Like we use them all the time, and they just work really great to just get off that extra like layer of skin very quickly in the shower.
It's a great
Yeah.
reason too to use a good non-toxic, clean rinsing laundry detergent and no dryer sheets of any sort.
Exactly.
Because you don't want any of that on your face. I mean, you know, it's that same thing, but when you really want it to rinse super clean if you're going to be
Yeah,
using it.
you just, yeah, and you can even use these with just, you know, they recommend to use them with plain water too. So if you want to do that, you can. What you do is just go ahead and wash your face, rinse, and then do the exfoliating, and then rinse, you know, your face. No problem, no problem. So and then this one's, see how fuzzy this guy is? He's a lot harsher. So this, I wouldn't recommend using this side on your face, but you can use this side, which is like the washcloth towel part. You can do that on your face. This one's again from Norwex. It's like the body mitt, but you can also, like I said, clean with this towel side, and it does exfoliate gently as well. So it works really well. Yeah, I really like that. And so those are my, the things that I use on a daily basis. And as Carrie said, I think it's really important to make sure that, you know, they're clean, they're rinsing clean, and you're using product that isn't leaving any kind of residue on your face, which is a huge point in terms of the doTERRA product. It does not leave any residue. If it is something that's nourishing to the skin, that gets absorbed. If it's something that's just to clean, that gets washed away with the things that it's cleaning off. So it cleans off your makeup or dirt or sunscreen or whatever, and then just gets washed off. It just captures that and holds on to those things that are on your skin that you want to take off, right? Because you don't want to have that oil soaking in from the sunscreen or from whatever. And then you know, just, and also you don't want the free radicals. We do get damage. People who live in places with air pollution and really heavy pollution, especially if there's metal, especially if there's just like, you know, really bad stuff in the air that's just not filtered at all, their skin looks wrinkled like they smoked a million cigarettes. So it really does like attack your skin, that kind of pollution. So you definitely want to get that off every day. And then of course your makeup and everything gently removed, and not go to bed with makeup on your face. So I've been guilty of it, but you know, I'm trying to be a good kid and do my best.
I'm bad at that. Even my daughter, my 11-year-old daughter will tell me, "Mom, you're not supposed to go to bed with makeup on." And I'm like, goodness. She watches YouTube
right. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the presentation, and I do want you guys to, if you have any things that you want to talk about, either load them into the chat or just we can talk about it while I'm loading up the presentation. I won't be able to see you. So if it's something I need to see, don't wait until I can actually see you. So I'm going to get it loaded really quickly.
Perfect. Well, I'm very excited. I love this class. This is one of our continuing ed classes. While Diana's loading, I'll just kind of share on that. If you complete all 8 of your classes, we do track it, but also just give a heads up to your person so that we're sure we're all on the same page, and we will send you out your free diffuser, which is awesome. You can never have too many diffusers. In fact, I don't know, somehow we had diffusers, at least one in every room when I left, and now like Manny's stealing, you know, we're kind of all arguing over diffusers in our house for where they're going to go. And I'm like, I only took 3 with me, so I don't understand where have they gone? But I'm digging them out, don't worry. But you can never have too many diffusers is my point. So be sure and let us know, keep track. I think most of you guys have gone through a lot of the cycle here. We are recording this. It's something new we're trying. There will be questions if you opt for watching a recording so that we know you actually watched it. I know, but it's just how it is in the world. And so we'll follow up with that. But just ask your person if you've missed one that we've done recently and you are concerned about waiting for it to come around in 7 or 8 weeks. Reach out to your person and see if they can provide a recording and the questions for you, so that you can kind of get your credit, right? It's like get a little degree, a little certification. So this is one of my favorites because honestly, there's a couple in our series that are my sort of weak zones. This is totally one of my weak areas, even though I've been to this class so many times. But here's the thing. This is why I love having wellness advocates as friends. If I have a question about skincare, I know I can text Diana and be like, Diana, what was it? And I think about her all the time when I'm doing anything. I'm like, okay, I'm either thinking Diana would kill me if she knew I was doing this, or I'm thinking Diana would be so proud of me using my, my fingers correctly. Or
Pads of your fingers.
Exactly. So, you do, when you're a part of our team, you do have access to our team and all of us in the collaborative. So know that you also have a wonderful skincare specialist person who you can reach out to with questions. So with that, take it away.
Okay, so this is our intentional skincare class. Welcome. So glad to have you. We're going to be talking about how to maintain our natural non-toxic vibrance, right? When we're working with our skin. So today we're going to talk about some common skin issues, beauty from the inside out, additional internal support, as well as the right skincare line for you. We have a whole 3 that we talk about, and a glowing wellness box. So just stay tuned for that at the end. Okay, so about me. I am a premier doTERRA wellness advocate, and I absolutely love to share the knowledge that helps people to do what they need to do with their essential oils that is going to move the needle for them, make a difference for them in whatever they're dealing with. So that's my main purpose as a wellness advocate. And I think our team just absolutely is right in there with all of that. That's what they want to do. They want to help you to use your oils that you have and to just find new ways to help yourself improve your wellness and health, as you go along and learn more about doTERRA. So, we're wonderful partners here, a wonderful collaborative, and I just can't say enough about how much I love this job. So if you are interested in anything like this and doing this, and you feel like you can really make a difference, please just reach out. We're like super welcoming. We want to have another team member, and we're just all about that. So, welcome. And my skin journey. So my skin journey up to 2021 is that just naturally my skin is fairly dry, and yes, we live in a desert, so that doesn't help, but I really haven't had many breakouts. Every once in a while, due to a hormonal reason or maybe a food reaction, I'll have like a blemish. And my main reason for worrying about my skin and being very concerned about my skin is that I am a melanoma survivor. So when I was 21, I had a melanoma removed. And ever since then, I've been very careful about my son's safety and about making sure that my skin, to get all my skin checks every year and not let any kind of mutations start moving, and taking hold. So that's really important to me, to just make sure that I'm working with my dermatologist as well as just myself keeping an eye on what's going on and protecting my skin from those UV rays. So I really, at this age, love anti-aging, and I cannot believe how amazing doTERRA is for anti-aging. Like, I was sitting there staring at Joan in the face on, you know, every time we're like over there having our little lunch on Saturday at the Vigos truck, and it's been so fun. Or we went to the market together, but I'm just like staring at her face, and I'm like, you know how you could see people who have had things done to their skin and it has like a telltale look? I think I'm seeing the opposite, but an amazing, like the results of using your essential oils consistently and the like health of the internal health, the beauty from the inside out. I'm seeing that on, you know, when I look in the mirror, as well as on Joan, you know, and seeing how beautiful her skin is. And so I just love to see that. She's just been working with it every day, and she's been using my little ideas and recipes and things I've come up with. And I'm just like so proud. I'm so proud. She's blushing somewhere. She's like, what? Don't talk about me. But anyway, I love her. She's great. So let's talk about you. What do you love about your skin? This is about what's vibrant and what is something that's special to you. So you love the softness of your skin, or your rosy cheeks, or your freckles, or like the shape of your nose, whatever, you know. It's good to find something that you love about yourself, because that way you take better care of yourself. Okay. So let's think of that. And then, oh, I have to change the year on these slides. Sorry. I see that they still say 2020. No, we're over that, kids. So we're way over it. So we've got to change that. But what would you like to improve? So that is not a critical way of looking at it. It is a healing way of looking at it. It is the part of your skin that needs the love and needs attention, that is telling you, hey, can you do something for me? Like something's happening, and I'm letting you know that, you know, that what can I do for you, right? And so we all need to find we all need to find like that beauty that's just our own, our unique beauty. And just when you build something with gratitude, you fill, you know, your skin with gratitude, your skin responds by being also just happier and just looking more lovely. So appreciate those things, and that will grow. And so we're going to try to look at the essential oils and look at what we can do to support our natural healing processes, because our body is an amazing system that wants to heal, that knows how to rebuild and repair, and just does a great job of it. So as long as we're feeding ourselves properly and doing all the things we need to do with our essential oils, and not piling on a bunch of toxic junk on our skin, because our skin absorbs it, we will be we will be supporting that healing and the natural beauty that we have, that our skin wants to be, you know, refreshed every day, and it can refresh itself. So let's talk about common skin issues. So once we look at common skin issues, that is the road to understanding your own skin, right? We're trying to understand, what is it that my skin is telling me, and how can I support it, you know, as gently and as safely as possible. So the first issue is redness. Redness can be caused by several different things. It can either be that you just have ruddy skin that, you know, like the blood kind of rushes to your face a lot, and you end up, you know, seeing that, like your nose will get red, or your cheeks will get red at any change in temperature or anything, or, you know, so that's normal. That's maybe normal for you. But if you're getting something that is accompanied with a lot of discomfort, then that's not good, and that's not normal. Or if it just stays red, you know, that's not okay either. So we need to work on that, and we need to figure out what exactly that's telling us in terms of how we can help our wellness with that. So here are some great topical solutions. All that we're going to be looking at are oils and how to use them topically, but we also have a few that are able to be ingested, that you can take internally, and that really support that healing that we're talking about from the inside out. So yarrow pom is such a thing. So the yarrow pom, the bio-nutritive duo, that is a beautiful blue color with chemazoline in it. And what it has is the yarrow that makes it blue, and which is an herb, and that grows, an herbal plant that grows in very harsh climates. And it has a beautiful flower on it that is either white or yellow. And it's just like a lovely, healthy plant. So that extract from that, as well as pomegranate seed oil, which is a wonderfully high antioxidant oil. And both of these can be either applied on top of your skin and create a wonderful hydrating moisture barrier, or you can also take it internally to help your body, use those antioxidants to start that healing process, continue that healing process daily. So yarrow pom, amazing. Highly recommended. And it also, it comes in a set. Right now we're having some sourcing issues with some of the things, but I got my capsules back. So I know that we have everything in it except, I believe, the body serum. So we have the yarrow pom and we have the little capsules for the yarrow pom. So and I'll be letting you know about availability and such. So the next thing we'll talk about is frankincense, and it is good for topical as well as internal cellular support. So frankincense is an amazing, again, it is just a really smart oil that likes to help you to heal yourself, to get those cell turnover to happen, to get the stuff that's not useful to the body to just move on and move on out, and get the new fresh cells to the surface of the skin. And it is a tree oil. So as you may have heard me mention before, tree oils are great for getting at the deeper issues of skin. So it's just a great anti-aging thing to have in your arsenal. And then of course, helichrysum, that has to do with healing, right? It's such a beautiful little, again, deserty plant with flowers that golden flowers that just really helps you with healing of all kinds, from really acute situations to overall, body, facial, skin, it's just a great healer. And it's also, something that you can apply neat from the bottle. All of these are, you could just take the oil. That means you just applied the oil directly from the bottle. So when you use something neat, you're just taking it, and Susan wouldn't want to touch the top of the bottle, but I'll clean it later. And then use it again. But see, you can see the oil on my finger, and it's already kind of flashing off, and then you just dab it. You can just dab it like that onto whatever spot you're working on, right? So this is my Air-X. So it smells so good. Anyway, it does have frankincense in it. So yeah, so these are all, you can use them, the essential oils neat. That means just dab it onto the finger and dab it onto the skin. Or if you want to use like a spoon or like a little bowl and then dip your finger in there after you put a drop into the bowl, you can do that as well. What I do is I just kind of keep some that are just going to be for skin use. And I know that, and I have them organized where like, this is all my skin stuff. And so then stuff that's for internal use is organized in a different way. So that's what I do in order to be safe and not get my, fingerprints all over my oil bottles. And then the roller, the Immortelle roller, which, oh my gosh, who doesn't love that? I mean, it's amazing, right? Plus, I was going to show you the little weeny teeny frankincense that comes in the, what does it come in? Is it in the Mind and Mood kit? I can't remember. If you remember, tell me. But oh my gosh, it's so amazing to have this. The immunity kit.
Yeah.
The third, like the third one, right?
Yeah.
Last one. Yep.
Yeah.
So cute.
Goodness. Anyway, so there's your when you have a little roller, it's just so easy to apply because you can just, it's that stainless steel. It rolls along really effortlessly. When it's from doTERRA, it's just made like no other roller. Other ones get really stuck and they don't seem to work as well sometimes, depending on what's in there. But our touch rollers are just formulated and tested to just like really go on smoothly. And so the Immortelle, yes, Immortelle is just like a cure-all at our house, and we use it for so many things. Yeah, it does last. It really does. Even though you're like, oh, am I putting on a lot? It just really like soaks into your skin, is just really wonderful. And yeah, it does manage to last a long time, which is really interesting. So the Immortelle contains all essential oils and no carrier oil. So it is frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, rose. And it contains both the floral oils for the soothing and the brightening of the skin, as well as the tree oils for that deeper support in the underlying issues. Yeah, and so we love to put that on for any kind of sunburn or any other kind of reddening, or like somebody's like in like doing something to their skin, having like a treatment, you know, that you would have at a spa or at the dermatologist or something, then that just really kind of just calms everything down and just makes you feel better and smells amazing. Everybody loves it. So you're not putting on a lot, put on more. You're hilarious, Romelia. Yes, put on more. And it does still last. So our next section, unless anybody had any questions about the redness, is scars. So we do have scars on our skin sometimes, either because we had something that we, you know, picked at, or we had an injury, or, you know, like there was a surgical issue or something that happened there. And, you know, they can bother us the way that they look. They can, you know, change the way that we would like to see our skin looking. And we want to make sure that if we're just post that event, like right afterwards, we want to make sure that we're gonna get it healed as you know, well as possible, and make sure that, because your skin does want to heal, so that we want to make sure that all that collagen is coming out, all of the things are coming to the surface, the cells are renewing, and you're getting, you know, you're getting the best result possible from that injury. So we have several different things for this. Geranium. So geranium is a very powerful, it's both a floral and an herbal oil, and it is very clarifying. So it really just helps to kind of get those impurities moving out of the body. And that's what your body does. Your body excels at that. So that's, sometimes you're amazed, like, why are people still alive after all the stuff they put themselves through? Well, that's why, because your body like excels at cleaning itself out. And so geranium is great to support that. And then of course we have our frankincense again, which we already talked about, and it has that cellular support. It's deep in the skin. It says, hey, look, you guys need to send some good looking cells up to the top and, you know, get rid of those yucky things. And your body goes, oh, okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the reminder. And then of course we have our Immortelle again, which is restorative, which is healing. And that is just a great like treatment that you can use, especially with the little roller ball, to kind of smooth that scarring area or that injured area. And really what you want to do when you're working with something like that is to smooth it out, right? So like right here, for example, is an amethyst roller that I have. And I got this from the Grove Collaborative, and I really like it, and I use it often. And it has two sides, so it has this wider one and it has this smaller one. But this is really great for like smoothing out any kind of raised area on the skin really gently. So you'll put your oil, your essential oil on. So put your yarrow palm on, and then you'll go ahead and smooth, you know, with the roller. And that just really, really helps that moisture, having that nice moisture and that able to get the skin being able to heal without having all the peeling and stuff as much is really good. And then of course, don't pick at it. Be very gentle. Make sure you don't pick at it and pull things, because your skin doesn't like that. It's working. It's got layers it's trying to build up. So we want to support that by being nice to it. And then of course we have that wonderful neroli. And neroli is a floral. So what it's going to do is really kind of calm and soothe the skin and calm that inflammation. So if you have something that's kind of getting irritated, the neroli is really good to just, you know, roll on and be very gentle with it. And then of course the rose is the most powerful oil that we have in our arsenal, especially when it's in that 5 ml rose essential oil, as opposed to the touch, which is diluted with a little bit of coconut oil. Although the rose touch works great, and I'm having my mom use it because she it has irritated her skin behind her ears from wearing the mask all the time. And you know, she's just in the habit of doing that, but she just she's been doing it since before all of this 2020 stuff happened, and she just does that, but her ears are very irritated. And I just like got her the rose touch, and she's putting that on, and it stops that irritation and just heals it. So yeah, so the bottle, that 5 ml bottle of rose is a powerhouse that will fix whatever you got going on. So smoothing and cleansing with the rose, and can't say enough about the power of that. So then we have breakouts. So sometimes we have imbalances in our skin in terms of like, you know, excess sebum or, you know, like skin flaking off and then clogging the pores, and then causing those, you know, clogged pores then turn into like an eruption. Or just generally inside of us, we might be having something that's kind of coming up, you know, something that we're eating that comes up and kind of is detoxing out of our skin on our face. So we do have to make sure we're addressing that. If you see that you're having a breakout after eating, I don't know, insert food here, you know, French fries, it might be time to let the French fries go, you know, and get those out of your, you know, system. At least test it out and see if avoiding that food makes it look better, makes your skin look better, because your body's just trying to talk to you and explain to you, hey, I don't really like that. That causes me problems. I keep trying to get it out of my system, and it just doesn't want to go. So I'm having trouble with that. So yeah, we want to listen to our body, because our body wants to tell us, you know, what it's doing, because it's working for us 24/7. It never stops. So we have our wonderful HD Clear, and that is, again, like the Immortelle, it is a just pure essential oils are in there. So that is going to have all the special essential oils, one of which is the black cumin seed. And that the reason that it's so effective is because it can get through the sebum without drying out the skin. So the black cumin oil gets absorbed all the way through any kind of oily skin layer. And that you're having, and then it helps to rebalance so that you're not like going back and forth between dry and oily, or anything harsh, right? We want to just rebalance very gently. And so that has the black cumin seed, hoewood leaf, melaleuca leaf, litsy berry, eucalyptus, and geranium. And so it really does balance that skin and just really helps with that. And I think I forgot to talk about CorrectX, but I'll talk about it in a minute. So tea tree, by itself, just as I showed you, neat, can really help to purify and calm irritation and prevent infection. And it is just very gentle. So you can put that on if you've ever experienced a tea tree that is not from doTERRA, you will not recognize the tea tree that we have, because ours is extremely gentle. It doesn't smell like super harsh and scary, and it does not sting. People report that they've tried that stuff and it stings. If you read the bottle from the health food store, even, sorry, it's gonna say, don't put this on your skin. Clean your floor with this or something, it's going to say. But, don't do that either, because then your poor pets are going to absorb that. And that's just not good for anyone. So it's very, very strong, whatever it is they're putting in those, they're adulterating those. So the pure tea tree melaleuca is a very gentle oil, but very effective again. And so then, of course, there's the Rose Touch, which is wonderfully antimicrobial. And I use that for milia, and little babies get that too. But you can get these little bumps that have like, they're not like a pimple, but they're a little hard bump under your skin. And what they are is like a trapped, toxin, and that hasn't erupted out. So the rose really works well and gently to just get that out of there. So you don't even feel what's going on, but it goes, right? And then of course we have our beautiful copaiba, which is just so soothing. And I was able to add it to the slide this week because I had it listed there, but I didn't have the bottle on there. So now I added it, and we love our copaiba. It's so soft. It's so nice. It works for moisturizing. It like helps with both like skin that's oily and skin that's dry. It doesn't, you don't feel like, oh, this is, moisturizing me too much or drying me out. It's just like the perfect thing, and it just calms everything down, especially when you're having itching. It just gets everything just very calmed down. And then I was talking about, and I always talk about, our wonderful detoxifying mud mask. If you have one of those mean eruptions that hurts and it's red and it has that white top to it and it just itches, but it really hurts, you can just dab on some of the mud mask, and that will just like absorb all of that and just really help to calm everything down. I love it. But if you want to like treat, weekly with that, it's a wonderful treatment. And yes, your skin will be red because it brings all the impurities to the surface. But so don't go racing out the door right away. After you've done that treatment, do that after you're kind of done with your day and done seeing people. And it just really cleans your pores out. It's great also for blackheads, and very gentle for cleaning out any kind of clogged pore that you can see, enlarged pore. And then the pore reducing toner is great as well. Is very gentle and not drying, but it does help to support your pores getting tightened back up and not, being more susceptible to that, where you get a blackhead in there. And right now we're out of stock on that. And that's why you can't get the set of the essential skincare, but it will come back. And don't worry. So that's Breakouts. And then we have brown spots. So everybody gets these as well due to age and or hormonal issues. So when you're looking at brown spots and you're seeing a symmetry, like you have it under both, you know, eyes, or, you know, across the bridge of your nose and your upper cheeks, that's usually due to a hormonal reason. So your skin just reacts that way during, you know, say you're pregnant or some other, you know, thing is happening with you as a woman, you can get that. But if it's, you know, on one side, then that's probably due to your UV exposure, any kind of, just like driving a car, you get like that one side of the face is going to get more sun, you know, that's near the window, stuff like that. So just be aware of that. And then this is something that you're going to spot treat, right? So we're going to spot treat that by putting on the Immortelle right in that area. And it's going to help heal those cells, and also, or the frankincense neat, or our wonderful black spruce, which smells amazing. And that is really good for soothing and brightening, and it really helps to work with even your brightening gel and other skin treatments from doTERRA that you can get. You can just add it to that, and it helps to break up those dark spots and get you more even toned again. And then of course, sandalwood, just pure sandalwood from the bottle, the Hawaiian sandalwood, that's going to help you glow again. And it's the tree oil that goes deep into the skin and just helps you heal that. And then lavender, why do people historically love lavender for many, many years? Because it works. It's clarifying as well. It's that floral, it's soothing, and it's brightening to the skin. So that's just how flowers work that way. They're really lovely. And so then we have our brightening gel, which also has flowers in it. It has a daisy flower in it and a bunch of other wonderful ingredients that just, you know, work to get those skin tone, the cell turning over so that you get new cells and not having that dark area. It can work for freckles. It's going to lighten them, but it's not going to like disappear them, or a mole. Like if you have a mole, my family has a lot of moles, and as opposed to like freckles. But yeah, it's going to lighten them and allow them to not be so dark, you know? So yeah. It's great. The brightening gel is super effective. It's amazing. So yeah, give that a try. It really is nice in that little pump dispenser too. And then aging. So we're all aging. Every day we're still here, that we're aging, and it's a gift, right? That not a lot of people get to enjoy because, you know, they don't have all the wonderful, you know, infrastructure that we have to keep us well and healthy. So we got to keep staying healthy and aging with grace and with care of our own, you know, selves. And our total aim here in this class is not to make you feel comparison, not to make you feel worried about, you know, I'm this age and I need to look like this. That's not our goal. Our goal is for you to love yourself and care for yourself in a healthful way, in a sense of like, I want to up level my wellness. I want to be as healthy as I can be wherever I am, you know, and not to deny those things, and not to say like, oh, I'm not, because I'm 52. I'm not 52 anymore. I want to look like, you know, plastic. No, I don't want to look like plastic. I don't want to be filled with plastic. I don't want to look like plastic. So that's not our goal. Our goal is natural and accepting our age with grace, and just really loving on our skin and being good to our skin. So with that, we have our wonderful frankincense again. Do you see frankincense? Obviously, frankincense needs to be in your arsenal just for everything. It's helpful. So that needs to be, you know, in your oil toolbox. And then our Immortelle, again, another one that's in the oil toolbox. And myrrh. So myrrh is just a wonderful plant that's really hydrating and healing, and along with the Immortelle, it's like it just really helps your skin to keep looking just as well as it can. And then of course, neroli, great. I'll apply any of the floral oils. I'll just like roll them on either on my palm or roll them on my face and just gently like put them in. And then it also just gives you that emotional, like soothing, wonderful feeling. So it's just great to use them. They're brightening of your skin, but they just feel like a treat. You know what I mean? It's like you just pull out your jasmine, your neroli, your rose, and you just put it on and you're just like, wow, I feel so happy. Like you just like the way it feels. So I always love that. And then blue tansy is our wonderful powerhouse of this crew here. That really does help to get that chemazoline really helps your skin to get rebuilt, to get the collagen to the right places and produce it and just fill in those spaces that are kind of, you know, sagging or wrinkling. So yeah, that is definitely something you want to use. The blue tansy is amazing. So if you ever see it on a BOGO or you ever see it on special, get that because you're gonna love it. And that's one of Joan's beauty secrets too. So oh, sorry, let me go back to, I was going to tell you about Correct-X. There it is. So Correct-X is great for redness and for scars, and it is soothing and purifying. It's an ointment, but it is not like a goopy, greasy thing. It is a wonderfully moisturizing but protecting of your skin when it needs to heal ointment that is not, like I said, like I don't know if you guys remember back in the olden times, that other ointment that they sell at the drugstore and you put it on, you could like watch it like kind of slide off your skin because it just wasn't like, if you put on too much, it would just kind of slide right off. It was just not a very good mixture there. It wasn't like, it was too much. So yeah, so this has a perfectly balanced mix of frankincense, helichrysum, tea tree melaleuca, cedar wood, and lavender. And then it has a bunch of plant extracts that help with inflammation and that condition and repair the skin. So yes, you can put it on lips and heal any kind of lip issue. You can put it around the eyes. You can put it safely on any part of the skin, and it's just going to really support you. It smells great. It's in a small tube that seems to last years. If you don't like get the kids to to go running around and putting it on everything, you know, it will last you a long time. We're always amazed at, yeah, I've had that for like, you know, a year now and it's still going strong. So yeah, it's worth it. It's only $12. So it's definitely worth it. And going back, now I'm going to show you the Guasha stone. So we have both the Guasha stone and the facial roller. And as you can see, it gives you this side, the side that has the black and white pictures that says eyes, cheeks, jawline, forehead, and neck. That's for the roller. So if you have one of these type of rollers, that is usually going to be like a pink quartz, a rose quartz, or amethyst or jade. They also have, this one has, as I said, two ends. So like smaller spaces, like say your eyelid, you might want to use the smaller roller, and you know, bigger areas like your cheeks and jawline, you're going to use the bigger one. And this is great for, just go ahead and apply your either your hydrating serum that's from the Barrage line, or your Immortelle and some Yarrow Palm, and just really, you know, work those in and smooth those areas out with the facial roller. And then the Guasha stone is shaped kind of like a funny heart thing, and so it shows that shape on the design, and so you can turn it to these different ways. See, the eyebrow is this way, the forehead is this way, you know, the cheeks are going to use this long side, right? So it's a very nice little, this is rose quartz, and this is from doTERRA. I don't think we have these anymore. They were a special item that you could get. But yeah, so, and you can also use this little part as like the handle if you want, you know, to hold it. But yeah, it just shows you all the different ways that you turn it and then gently massage. And again, like I said, just like some yarrow pom. And when you're cleaning it, clean it like with like a little wash, like a face washcloth. So you put that on the washcloth, not on the stone. And then you just rinse it like that. And then you rinse the cloth that you're cleaning with till it's clear, just water. And then you get the soap off of here and dry it gently before putting it away. So that's how you take care of these to preserve them for as long as possible. You don't want to run it into the dishwasher or under like hot water or something in your sink, because you want to be gentle with it and you don't want any cracking or any kind of problems. Plus, what if you dropped it? That would be terrible. So so I really like these. These are really great, and I have fallen off the wagon. I haven't done this as much as I would like to, and I really need to get back on it because I miss it. Because this feels so good to do it like along your neckline, and like it just feels good and it's so cooling. Yeah, it's very nice. And and you could put it in the fridge too if you want it to be even more cooling. Put it in the fridge and then like this just feels great. And so here's my big key to that cellular health key. For me, the DDR Prime, I believe, has saved me a lot of hassle and trouble. So I do take the complex, which is the oil in a little soft gel. I take that daily. I also apply the oil daily with a little carrier oil to my body, and I will put it on any spots that I think look questionable. So any like moles or dark, areas that seem like they need some support, which I just recently found one on my leg. But I used this, and it was so hard to get into the dermatologist. They always like make your appointment like, why do they make it so long? Right? I got all stressed about something on my skin. It was on my breast. And I was like, can I come in? I'm really concerned about this thing. And they're like, well, we have an appointment in like 8 years. I mean, no, like 8 months, but still. So I was like, okay. And so I was using my DDR Prime. I felt this irritation from it. I felt this change in texture from it. I was concerned because it was on my breast and it's changing. And I've had, this looks like nothing now, but at the time, this was like an extensive surgery. I have no feeling on this scar because it was like this big, and then they pulled it in to make sure they got every bit of that flesh that might possibly have had the melanoma. And I was worried that that's what this was. And I was thinking like terrible things, that they were going to have to like do a bunch of stuff there, and I was going to look really weird and feel really a lot of pain there and not enjoy that. So the DDR Prime, I applied it every day, and very luckily for me, I guess it kind of slowed everything down and didn't allow it to like proliferate, like it would want to. So it really kind of contained it. And then when I got to the doctor, they were able to remove it and test everything, and it was not spreading. So that was miraculous. So I highly recommend the DDR Prime if you have any of those kind of issues and you want to protect yourself. Yeah. And so, I'm sorry. Let's see. What do we have in the chat that anybody is saying recently? Yes. Right. Yes, you're exactly right, Carrie. So when Carrie's mentioning that when you do apply the DDR Prime and there is something fishy going on, the DDR Prime makes it mad. So if there's something that is not kosher there, that is like trying to act up, it doesn't like the DDR Prime because it's stopping it. It's like, hey, don't stop me. I'm trying to be bad here. And so, yeah, it gets kind of angry. I agree. And has a response to that application of it that, it's working, which is like great. you know, it's great because you're like, yay, it's working. It's stopping this bad thing that's happening. So yes, that's always a relief.
It's interesting too, because I'm covered in freckles and moles. It's just how my family is. And I can use it and on all of them or any of them, and there's zero reaction. But I've got one right now that I'm like, okay, I need to go in and have it removed, you know, and boy, when I put DDR prime on it, it gets angry. And it's like,
yeah, it doesn't like it.
Something's weird here. Something's not right. So, you know, it's just an interesting, certainly do not use that as a way to test and go to the dermatologist.
Don't diagnose it like that. No, go to the dermatologist.
But it is interesting because it really does kind of attack it. It's kind of fascinating.
It does. And it also tells you that you're on the right track. And that's important. That's important to learn to listen to your body, to learn to listen to those signals and make sure that you get intervention that is required in order to make sure that your health is protected. So I totally advocate, go to your professional board certified dermatologist, even if you have to wait for your appointment, and get help. So next we're going to talk about that inside stuff, the inside scoop. Your skin's talking to you. Your skin is telling you lots of stuff that is happening inside of your body. So if you take a look at this is called skin mapping, and it is something that has been used for centuries. It comes from traditional Chinese medicine and the meridian system. So different parts of the body, you know, are all connected on an energetic grid inside of you, right? So it's like, you know, they reflect, like your face here is going to reflect any kind of issues that are happening deeper inside of you. So as I said, certain foods that you don't like are going to, you know, cause you to get breakouts. Like my son, when he was eating too much gluten, his skin did not like that, and he got a ton of breakouts. Now, you know, when he's not doing that, he's fine. So he's learned to listen to that. That really taught him something there. Like some people react to like cheese or other dairy products. Those are two big hot spots that you have to look at. You know, any kind of excess of dairy or gluten is going to make your body unhappy. Doesn't matter if you are sensitive to it or not. You need to watch and balance that and be moderate about how you consume that. So yeah, so this just shows all these different zones that show on your face, 1, 3, 2, you know, they're symmetrical, as you can see, next to the eyes, except for the 2 and the 12 and 14. Is that 14? Yeah, under the chin. Those are just one. They're going down the middle, right? 2, 7, 12, and 14 there. But the other ones are symmetrical, right? On the face and on the ears and on the cheeks and so forth. So if you're getting repeated breakouts, repeated irritation, redness, something there that's happening in that exact same spot over and over again, it's really worthwhile to look into your gut health, to look into what you're eating, and to try to figure out that root cause of the face issues. So so this is very useful, and you can find this on Pinterest. You can look up skin mapping. I've seen this one that I found is a very common one that you can find very easily on Google. So you can find this for you too. So yeah, check it out because it has a lot of good information to share with you. And then of course, how our skin looks is a reflection of our internal support and our daily routine. So eating right and getting enough rest and just taking care of ourselves is super important. But if you have these wonderful foundation of health building blocks of lifelong vitality, you can really, really just, I mean, it's so amazing. Like, we are so amazed that this is what you can do as opposed to going on dialysis or something. for one of our members. You know, this was an amazing way that she regained. She just really reversed the situation, restored her health, and just by making sure she just got super intentional about, I'm going to take care of myself. And I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to use the wonderful oils. I'm going to use the supplements. And I'm just going to really, really make this situation change. And so because she did that, it's amazing the difference in her life, and amazing, you know, to see that. So that is just a testament to us, you know, as a group privately about this. And so that's why we love our lifelong vitality. But really why we love it is because day to day we feel better. We have energy. We can think. We are not, you know, like feeling all sluggish, and we're able to, you know, just feel better every day. Everything's moving through. We're just supporting ourselves by this absorbable and just really impactful system of just supporting your body. So we highly recommend the Lifelong Vitality. And if you go to the nutrition and supplementation class, you'll see that there's just a lot to it, a lot. So also, I was talking about this earlier, the yarrow palm has a supplement, and it's a beautiful supplement that has a few extra ingredients in it to help you internally, because your gut is your skin on the outside. So your gut inside has skin like your face has skin, right? And it needs support. So when you help it with the yarrow palm and take that at night, you can end up with seeing a huge difference in your skin for collagen production, for glowing skin, and for, you know, just generally having your body be able to restore that and have the building blocks to put those things together and just feel better. And then of course we want to make sure that everything in that gut area is moving through properly. We're not having colonies of, you know, yeast and bacteria that are not helping us just sitting there. So that's why we're going to want to take our Terrazyme with our meals, because that's a digestive enzyme and helps us to digest and break down all that stuff. And people have seen a difference in their, you know, in issues on their skin, that it calms that angry, red, itchy skin that people get. And that is due to, you know, an imbalance in that gut area, that they're not digesting and that things are sitting there. And then, you know, the PB Assist to help you colonize your gut with the healthy, good bugs that help you to consume your food and get those nutrients out of it, and just really just help things move along so you're regular and feeling fine. And then drinking lots of water. And oh yeah, PB Assist is a skin changer, as well as the Terrazyme. Yeah, they're both amazing, just helping that system to just support you, because that's your core right there. Your core is your ability to absorb and process. And yes, we absorb stuff through the skin as well, but you know, we're absorbing all of that through our everything that we do every day, digesting and just intaking water. So yeah, so the water is wonderful. If you add citrus oils to it, it's even better. But yeah, drink plenty of water, at least half your body weight in ounces per day, and just keep it going all day long. And I know that, you know, if you need to slow down because you're worried you're going to be getting up in the night, then you know, slow down. But you know, get going right away when you're getting out of bed. Just get going with that water intake, and it's amazing. Makes you feel so good. And just, you know, it's funny how something so simple as water just changes your whole day. You know, suddenly you're like, oh, I can deal with life. I had a glass of, I'm not going to fall apart. I can handle it. I can do this. So yes, take care of yourself internally. And then here's our skincare line. So this is our wonderful HD Clear. So what you're going to see in our skincare line is that this one is a bundle that's showing you the bundle, and what it comes with is the foaming face wash, the HD Clear just essential oil blend, which I told you is a very unique blend, and then the little facial lotion. So the reason that it has all three is just to make sure to keep you in balance. It's not going to overly hydrate, but it's not going to dry you out, and it's just going to really help your skin to get back into the habit of just balancing itself out. It's going to support that. So this is wonderful. It's only like $46 for a wholesale customer. And this lasts, it lasts. You'll have this for a few months, and then you'll have the oil blend for even longer than that. And you'll just need to replace here and there with the lotion and such. So if you choose this or need this, get it as a bundle. Yeah, you're going to love that. That's going to save you the most and just be really effective. And then we have our wonderful Virage. So right now, the Virage toner is not available. So therefore, we can't do it as a kit. But when you can do it as a kit, which it'll come back very soon, it is, you'll never find any drugstore or department store price, you know, that can beat this. I mean, you'll be like shocked. So $84 wholesale for all of these, and they last, and they're amazing, and they're filled chock full of essential oils. You can see that there's citrus oils in there, there's herbal oils in there, there's floral oils in there, and they make sure at doTERRA that they're never adding in any of that yucky stuff that you know, when you read the label, you're going, oh no, I can't put that on my skin. Yeah, we used to believe that certain brands, because they really started that greenwashing very early, were clean. They were so clean, and a lot of them even had that in their name. Like, you know, they're the clean, you know, brand of skincare type of thing. But unfortunately, there's a lot of additives there that are very toxic, and that you don't want to add to your skin, and you don't want to add to your routine. So you never have to worry about that with doTERRA, as well as just the amazing quality of this. For that price, you can never beat that. I mean, it's just amazing. So when you get it, get the toner back, just get it as a bundle again. And then yeah, they just lowered the price on that beautiful lime green, bright green serum, which has Immortelle in it. So that has all the Immortelle oils and botanical like hydration. So it has jojoba, and I can't remember what the other oil was that I said it had in it. I researched it last time, and then I forgot what it was, what the ingredient was, but yeah, it does have some jojoba oil, which is a very balanced oil in there, and it has something else that's like very special, but they're going to be pure, clean carrier oils. They're not going to be some weird, unpronounceable nonsense. So let's avoid that, right? And then also we have our wonderful essential skincare line, which again is missing that pore reducing toner. So that means you can't get that set of 4 kit, but you can get all the rest of the individual items. So it includes this wonderful invigorating scrub, and the anti-aging moisturizer. This little tube is the brightening gel, but it doesn't come like that anymore. It comes in the little pump. And oh gosh, I love that anti-aging moisturizer, right, Susan? It smells so good, and it just feels so great. It's light, but it's super moisturizing on your skin. And then that facial cleanser, which is a wonderfully creamy cleanser, and it just feels so good. And the invigorating scrub does not have any kind of fake weird micro beads or any of that nonsense, micellar, this and that. It just has natural botanical ingredients that are not going to damage the water system and clog up our filtration systems in cities, or poison, you know, sea life or anything if you're out there near the coast. So definitely avoid those weird plastic filled things that are for scrubbing your face, and make sure that you read up on what is safe, you know, for your water supply, and also just, you know, just get the plastic out of your life. These all last a very long time. They don't look like huge containers, but I mean, I had that anti-aging eye cream for like a year and I did not run out. So you're not like using these and then just tossing them aside. They last quite a long time. And I love that tightening serum. I use it every day here in the neck area. And I just feel like it really, there's a huge difference, you know, and I'm probably too vain to show it to you, like without my neck, without the tightening serum. But so I'm like, ooh, I gotta put on my tightening serum every time before I get on Zoom. But yeah, and the hydrating cream, amazing, just a great treatment and a great moisturizer. And I think that like we want to bathe in that hydrating cream, like, you know, we would be like, ah, you know, it's amazing. So yes, these are so worthwhile. And then I just wanted to let you know about the special offers. We still have our ancient oils collection. Guess who needs to get her butt over there and get it? These are great for skin. The ancient oils are not only really precious, really beautiful, and also come in a lot of ingredients that that are doTERRA ingredients. They just don't want to. They just didn't put them into like bottles by themselves in massive quantities because they're just more precious. So they're just less of them, and they don't overuse stuff and use everything up and like, you know, ruin their supply chain. They make sure and do it sustainably. So they are added, a lot of these wonderful ancient oils are added to a lot of ingredients that we use in, I know, right? Isn't it crazy? I just checked that. I always go and I check everything. And then of course, so those are great for skin. Most of those are amazing for skin. And it's a great collection. It's beautiful, as you can see with the little holder that it comes with, just really precious. And then we have our Midnight Forest, which is about 90% sold out. So if you wanted that Midnight Forest, you better get it. You can either get it with the pilot diffuser or the just the oil itself, but hurry, because it's going fast. And that, look at all the tree oils in there: Siberian fir, cypress, juniper berry, black spruce, but it also has wild orange and frankincense and pimento leaf and pimento fruit and citrus, caraway, and labdanum. So this one, this oil, this blend, Midnight Forest, this can be used in your skin treatments. You know, you don't want to go straight out and use and get in the sun, but this is a wonderful like skin treatment. You can add this to your lotion. You can add this to, like, you know, don't go like, you know what I mean? Don't go like tanning in the sun. Not that I ever do that, but I know people, you know, they love the sun. Who doesn't? Yeah, look at that. So this is a great blend, and it does have all these things are very nourishing for skin that are in here. In fact, cistus, which is one of the ancient oils, which is great for skin. But all of these tree oils are amazing for skin and anti-aging and tightening everything up too. So I'm just saying, if you get that Midnight Forest, you can DIY it up and really make yourself something special in a roller or in just like a little blend that you put on. So try it. And if you haven't gotten it, get it. And then of course we have our Northern Escape and our Citrus Bloom. And while you may not want to necessarily apply those directly to skin, you know, like to go out every day as a, like I did with the neat, showing you how to put the neat oil on the Air-X here onto your skin. You can add those to your cleansers. You can add you can wash your face with that. And I mean, it just takes like maybe not even a dime size of a little bit of Castile soap. You drip some Northern Escape or some Citrus Bloom. You wash your face, you wash your body, and then you smell amazing. It rinses off. It's not soaking in because you're using it as a wash, or even just like what you could make like scrubs for your feet, you know, like do all kinds of nice gifts, beard oil, all those kind of things with the Northern Escape and the Citrus Bloom. So those are there as well in case you got them and didn't know what to do with them. Add them to your skin DIY projects, and they're great. So just saying, they don't just have to go in the diffuser. Okay, and then our June specials are Melissa. Yes, I know, right? Another reason to be obsessed with the Siberian fir, because it's in both of those. I know, it's so good. Those tree oils, we love them. We're going to talk about those tomorrow in our special class about tree oils and how we love them. No, I don't know how it's called. Class. Tree oils and why we're crazy for them. But our June specials are our wonderful Melissa, which is lemon balm. And yes, it is a precious resource. And yes, it's a beautiful oil that is super powerful for helping you with emotional and mental health. And it's amazing, and your immune health and everything else. But guess what? You could also add a couple drops to your moisturizer bottle, your full moisturizer bottle, or you could make it into a spray and also spritz on your face with a little bit of distilled water in a little sprayer, like I have one right here. And it's an amazing essential oil. So also just know that it's 10% off in June. So that's going to give you a great discount on the price. And then our wild orange is our product of the month. And again, like all citrus, it is just purifying and cleansing to the skin. It's great for balancing out the oily and the dry. And it's wonderful in any kind of cleansers or exfoliating scrubs for salt or sugar. We prefer sugar because sugar is a little bit easier on the skin than salt. But you know, salt is good on like the bottoms of your feet or like knees and stuff like that. Just don't overdo it and scratch your skin. Make sure you're using a smaller grained salt when you're doing a salt scrub, not a big, huge rocky salt that's going to really scratch you. So yeah, but those are great. And that is going to come as your product of the month for free if you're an LRP customer and you're ordering on your monthly cart by June 15th. When is that? That's tomorrow. So if you've been waiting and you need to shove some stuff in your cart and get yourself that whole breathe bonanza that we have with the drops and the breathe touch and the peppermint and such, we want to, you know, and you want to get that 200 PV, you know, before the 15th. If you do that on LRP, you'll also get your orange. So, you know, and that Melissa is going to get you a long way towards that as well. If you get some Melissa, you're like halfway to your goal, right? More than halfway. So yeah, so if you want that breathe bonanza, also those are great things to add to your order, and just totally worth it. And then we have our glowing wellness box. So of course, our skincare kit is not available right now, but it will be soon. And also you can just add on skincare things individually along with your vitamins that you might be getting regularly, which I am always every month, and your Terrazyme, your PB Assist, those kind of things to clear up your skin. And then your skincare goodies, which we also have, you know, just like to pick and choose of both of those types, the Virage and the essential skincare. And then you'll get your orange, but you have to do it by the 15th. So that's tomorrow. So just keep all this in mind and you'll be like amazed at like the cool stuff that's going to come to you in your wellness box. And like, you'll be like, look at me, I'm so cool. I knew how to maximize all my goodies and get all the free goodies and just have such a fun time. That we're nerds like that, and we love to do that. So if you need any tips, just reach out. We'll be like, look, here's what you can do. You could do it like this, or you could do it like that, because we love it. It's just our jam. So yes, and then we don't have the Yarrow Palm Travel Collection anymore, and we do have the ancient oils. So here's my resources for the sunscreen. You can look up any kind of sunscreen or any kind of skin thing at the EWG it's the environmental working group. And if you're looking for any kind of toxicity issues, do the end of it will be the think dirty. If you want to get quickly to the sunscreen, you just do the /sunscreen there, and it'll give you all of those ingredients that you don't want to have in your sunscreen, so that you can clean out your summer bag there, your summer beach bag, and then end up with something. Just make sure you're finding something safe. So I like Kula Sun Care. I use that. They have as well, like foundation as well, that I really, really like, that helps, because I like to do the layering where I do the SPF and then I do the SPF foundation on top. So they have all of that good stuff, and you can read all the labels and see what's in there. But there's also just a ton of different beautiful sunscreens that you can find, including these two that I listed, Babo and Suntegrity. And just look on that ewg.org, and they will help you to clear out all those toxins and get the right thing that you need that's safe for you. So thank you so much. Sorry if it ran over. I speeded through. I tried to speed through to make sure everybody could get all the info, but there's a lot of info. Am I right?
There's so much. There's just so much. But I really like, I mean, this is always one of the longer of the continuing ed classes for sure. But what would you cut out? Because you need to, everybody wants to know about the different skincare lines. We want to know how to deal with acne, redness, scars. So I don't really know what you would cut out. It would be, the class would just have so much less value. So I thought it was great. And I really like how you taught us in the beginning about those tools that you're using, because those things play a big role too, you know, so I thought it was wonderful.
They do. We want to be gentle with our skin for sure. Definitely in our everyday treatment of it. We don't want to be harsh, and we don't want to be digging at it in any way. We just want to be very, very gentle and very nurturing to our skin. And yeah, it's here protecting us every day, 24/7. It's our barrier between the world and all the stuff that's out there and the inside of us, which is much more, you know, needs all that protection. So our skin is pretty amazing, and it's an organ, and it works so well. Yeah. So
if people have questions, I will put, if you're watching this like on YouTube or on Facebook, you know, I will definitely put Diana's contact information in there. If she's someone you would like to work with, reach out to her directly, and she will answer your questions, and you guys can just start communicating that way. Also, I did make a list of the products that you spoke about that were not directly from doTERRA, and we'll see about putting some links in the description so that people can find those things. You know, I love the Grove Collaborative as well, and you know, they've got some cool tools over there. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm so excited. This was amazing. If this is part of your CE, meaning your continuing education, and you are trying to work your way to certification, and of course the free diffuser, please, if you're watching this as a recording, reach out to your wellness advocate from our team and ask for the question there so we can get that to you, so that you can kind of, you know, answer some simple questions to show that basically you participated in the class and meaning watched it, and we will, you know, check that box for you. So other than that, does anyone have questions that we didn't get to cover? Susan is saying in the chat, thanks, Diana. Always great information. Absolutely.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to say that I got a new book, and so I may be putting together a DIY palooza with all the stuff that I got. That book is so good. It's all about skincare. So it's like a tome. It like, you'll break your foot if you drop it on it.
Wow.
But it's got like so many fun, it's exciting. You know, we love that, don't we, Romelia? Romelia is like, DIY palooza.
We are just like totally big fans of a DIY palooza on this team and in
It's
this
all
community.
just stuff you get, you know, that you could have around your house. And then, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot to just mix that up and like do fun treatments and things,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I'm gonna share that with you as soon as I can put that together.
Ooh, well, we will look forward to that for sure. Well, thank you so much. And tomorrow we are doing a tree. I think it's the power of trees, you know, trees, God, trees, like such a fan. And so we're going to be kind of breaking down the way that we did with the citrus oils before, you know. I mean, how many tree oils do you need? Hint, all the tree oils plus the ones that maybe you can't even get anymore. You need all of them. Yes, Romelia in the chat. Tree, all of them. You do. You need all of the trees. But we're going to break down why, because they're actually sourced from all these different parts of the trees. They actually have the difference between what all they can do is just mind blowing. So we're going to break it down for you so that maybe you can kind of prioritize your wish list for what trees. So watch for that. And then of course, Q&A on Wednesday, which this week, I think we are focusing on a men's theme as best we can in order to honor the Father's Day men and also just the masculine mentors in our community, the men in our community who do so much. So we're going to be focusing on them on Wednesday. So thank you, Diana. Everybody have a great night.
You're welcome.
And we will catch you on the next one, right?
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.